Sawadee Cup, I'm Mikey, and on my latest adventure, I'm here in the stunningly gorgeous Koh Ngai in Thailand.
My journey begins in Ao Nang, the gateway to Krabi, and the perfect starting point for exploring the islands. Longtail boats, monkeys on the beach, fire shows, and sunsets that paint the sky. There's good food, good people watching, and just enough chaos to remind you that you're in Thailand. I've been here a few times, so one night was all I needed. Enough to feel the magic before setting off on my next adventure to Koh Ngai, a sleepy island that feels like it's straight out of a dream.
Hello, I have just arrived in Ao Nang in Krabi. I am at the Golden Beach Resort, my ginormous bed, and out here is a view of the pool. And you can kind of see the beach there in the background as well. Which I'm about to head out now and have an explore. This is my third time in Ao Nang, so I'm only staying here for one night before I head off to some of the other islands. But hopefully I'll see some monkeys, and first of all I'm going to go and book my boat, so let's go. So this is the resort, it's pretty nice. I booked it last minute, there weren't very many places left by the time I got to it, but I still got a pretty good deal. I think it was about $80 for one night for the room. Expensive by Thai standards, but the location and facilities are pretty awesome. And also it's not as easy as it used to be back when I first started visiting Thailand to get a nice room for $30 or $40 a night, so those are the breaks. But you can't go wrong with this location, literally right on the beach. Okay, ticket successfully booked for the ferry tomorrow to go to Koh Ngai. So it's time to have a wander along the beach here in Ao Nang. This is where all the long boats take you out to the islands and to Railay. It's so beautiful. That picturesque Thailand image that you see everywhere plastered around the world. This is it. So if you walk down the far end of the beach in Ao Nang, down that direction, at sunset, that's when all the monkeys come out on the beach. It's really awesome, but you just got to watch your stuff because they might try and steal it. But I'll have a look tonight, but I can't guarantee there will be monkeys because even though the skies are completely blue, the weather forecast says that it might rain tonight. But I guess we'll find out. Okay, so this is the end of the beach where you find the monkeys. There's a walkway there which you can take across to the other beach, and the monkeys usually come down around sunset down here. So fingers crossed we'll meet some monkeys. Okay, success. I can see some monkeys. I just put my sunglasses in my bag because they're likely to try and steal them. Take a look. day, just down on the beach watching the sunset now. It's gorgeous. This is the life.
The next morning, it was time to move. One night in Ao Nang was enough. The real adventure was waiting, out past the horizon, somewhere between islands and old boats held together by hope. I was picked up by a van and taken to Klong Gilad Pier, where the air smelled like sunscreen and diesel, and the sea promised adventure, or at least a sore spine. The speedboat was fast, loud, and made its feelings known with every crash over the waves. Past fishing villages, past island silhouettes that looked like sleeping dinosaurs. At Koh Lanta, we stopped for the old island shuffle. Passengers off, new boat, new bags, same chaos. They loaded it up like a floating Tetris game. On top of the mountain of backpacks, someone's mobility scooter sat lashed down, upright, proud, like it was leading the charge across the Andaman. It looked like the captain, or maybe a warning, a symbol of the boat's own creaky bones, old, patched up, and held together by optimism and rope. But we made it. The boats got smaller, the sea smoothed out, and just when it felt like we'd sailed off the edge of the map, Koh Ngai appeared, like a dream you weren't sure you deserved. There's no streets, no cars, no neon signs buzzing overhead, just a long-tail boat gliding up to shore and your feet hitting the sand. This is Koh Ngai. A speck of an island off the Andaman coast, a place that feels like a secret you weren't supposed to know about. Jungle in the middle, turquoise all around, and one sandy path connecting it all. You come here when you're tired of chasing. Here you stop. And that's when the island starts to work its magic.
Hello, I've just arrived in Koh Ngai. This is my balcony, and that's the view from it. Little bungalow here, right by the beach. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a stunning place to just lie and do nothing. But we will go on some adventures. First, I'll show you the room. I've got some beautiful swans in love, but I'm all alone, as usual. And through here we have a pretty adequate bathroom. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'll be here for 2 nights, and I plan on going for a kayak, doing some snorkeling, lying on the beach and just relaxing. Right now, straight in for a swim because I am sweaty. Alright, time to do some snorkeling. This resort has free mask and snorkel whenever you want it, which is great. Oh yeah! Alright. Okay, it's very, very shallow, but there are so many fish and anemones and everything just right off the beach. It's amazing, and look at this view. Wow, it really is like a whole nother world under there. It's insane. So fun. This is one picky jellyfish that just kind of follows me everywhere I go. Kind of just stares at you and then swims towards you and then runs away. It's so funny. Alright. Sun's gone behind the hills, so it's getting a bit darker now. I might head in, but I'm definitely going to come and do some more snorkeling tomorrow when the sun's out and you can see a lot better. Just heading to see my first sunset on Koh Ngai. This side of the island is more a sunrise island, but still beautiful colours in the sky and reflecting off the neighbouring islands. Doesn't ever come across as well on video as it does in real life. Up at sunrise, again, the video just doesn't do it justice, but it's beautiful. Good morning. I'm just about to take a kayak around to Paradise Beach. I mean, this beach is paradise anyway, but let's see if Paradise Beach is even more paradise. So let's go. All right, time to go kayaking. Heading first around that point there. Okay, we're off on our kayak adventure. You can see the islands over there. That one is Koh Ngai. Over there is Koh Ngai. I am on Koh Ngai and kayaking from this little beach around to Paradise Beach. So let's see how we go. Wow! Oh, it's absolutely spectacular out here on the islands. The water is so clear, the weather is beautiful. There's so many fish you can just see as you paddle past. Absolutely paradise. And let's see if Paradise Beach is even more paradise. Probably will be. Alright, just rounding the first bend now. There's some sort of rock with fabric on it. I guess it's something to do with Buddha, but I'm not sure, or a special cave, who knows. Let's go have a closer look inside this cave. Oh, it doesn't go very far. But it's gonna make an awesome photo. Alright, I'm in the cave now. Hopefully I don't get sucked in. Well, there's no scary animals in here, but I don't think so. Beautiful. So the waters are actually quite still. It's really easy to kayak in, which is good because if you've seen my other YouTube video on PP Island where I went kayaking to Monkey Beach and ended up stuck in rough seas, you'll know that you don't want that to happen. Alright, I'm in amongst the rocks now. Should probably maybe paddle out a bit so that I don't scrape the bottom of the kayak. Wow, this water looks incredible. I just want to get in there right now. I will very soon. This place is insanely beautiful. Actual paradise. There's like no one around. The beach over here is called Al Muang. I'm gonna paddle up there now and go in for a little bit of a swim. Okay, this is Al Muang Beach. I'm the only one here. It's time to go swimming. Okay, cooled up a little. What's next? Let's see what's around the next bend. Just around the river bend, that's where we'll go. Just living my Pocahontas fantasy. So apart from the few little stretches of beach, and the main beach where the resorts are, most of Koh Ngai is just jungle, which means there's lots of wildlife. Actually, I read a review on when I was looking for a hotel on one of the booking sites, someone complaining because there was too much wildlife. I was like, wow, that's even more reason to go. I was very lucky yesterday. I got to see some great hornbills, which are quite rare, and they mate for life and together for like 50 years or something, I was reading. Don't quote me on that, I might be wrong, but stunning birds. I was very excited when I saw them, and there's lots of other beautiful birds around, lots of noisy birds around, lots of tokes, which are the little lizards, and heaps of fish, snakes, scorpions, all of the scary stuff as well. So hopefully we avoid those ones. But I did see a puffer fish yesterday, which was a bit scary. I didn't want to touch it. And there's sea snakes as well. So anyway, we'll live. Alright, there it is, Paradise Beach. It's definitely paradise here at Paradise Beach. Wow. So Paradise Beach has just one resort on it. You can get here by walking through the middle of the island. I think it's a little bit of a hike. Otherwise, take a kayak like me, or alternatively you can take one of these long boats from anywhere to anywhere really around the islands here in the south of Thailand. Absolutely stunning. So Paradise Beach lived up to its name. I'm going to have a look around the point up here now. I did want to kayak all the way around the island, but for some reason the resort said not to. I guess they know better, I'll take their word for it, but I'm sure you probably could. This is Koh Ngai National Park. The good thing about most of these islands around here is that they are majority national parks, and that means that they're really well maintained and looked after. Oftentimes you have to pay a national park fee to get onto the island. I didn't have to on Koh Ngai, but yeah, the place where the wildlife can live freely, beautiful nature, and very few resorts, tourism. And the good thing I've noticed is a lot of them are trying to introduce like no single-use plastic and things like that as well, which is awesome. Okay, I think I've got as far as I can for now, and it's time to head all the way back around there. It's pretty hot, so I'm gonna do this fashion. It's a bit harder on the way back because I'm going against the current and into the wind, and I keep drifting out into the ocean a bit but that's okay because it is still super shallow. Now I know why it's called a bucket hat. Made it back. Not sure if the GoPro did. It looks like there's like some fogging in the lens, so I guess we'll find out later if you see that or not. Back to paradise. From paradise to paradise and back to paradise. Just went for another snorkel. Yesterday when I went, it was right before the sun went over the hill, so it was a little bit dark and there weren't that many fish. But today, oh my god, you're gonna have to take my word for it. I couldn't bring the GoPro because it was on charge, but it was absolutely stunning. So many fish, all different colors, big ones and little ones, and the coral is beautiful. It's like a whole universe under the water there, just like maybe 5 meters out from the shore. Really cool. So I won't show you, but you'll just have to come to Koh Ngai and see it for yourself. Okay, I have seen Ao Muang Beach and Paradise Beach and the Koh Ngai Resort Beach, and now I'm trekking through the jungle through to the main beach of Koh Ngai, which I'm pretty sure is called Koh Ngai Beach. The track is looking a little worse for wear. I think when it's high tide, it might not even be here, but It's not that far. You can probably swim if you had to. A lot of the reviews said that it was a treacherous walk through the jungle to get to the resort and around the rocks, but it's not that treacherous. Though I do understand if you're of limited ability or you have lots of luggage, it might be a bit hard and you'd probably be better off taking a longtail boat. Just some advice if you're staying at Koh Ngai resort. Okay, I made it to the main beach. It's pretty beautiful, although I think I prefer the little beach right where I am better. A lot busier here though, if you want to be amongst it. Still no restaurants or cafes or shops, only resorts with their own restaurants attached. So nice and idyllic place to come relax and do absolutely nothing. Okay, I lied. There is a shop. There's a little beach shop just up there. Looks like it just sells the basics. Water and chippies and probably beer. Everything you need. Banana roti. Happy boy. This island really is paradise. What I love is that there's no cars, there's no motorbikes. The only noisy thing are the longtail boats, but there are not many of them. It's just bliss. Just come here, escape from reality. You'll love it.
The great hornbill is one of Thailand's largest birds. Massive, prehistoric, almost cartoonish, with that banana yellow casque and wings wider than you'd think belonged in a jungle this small. They can be hard to find, but when you do, everything stops. For a moment you're reminded, this place isn't yours. You're just a lucky visitor. The hornbills mate for life, nest high in the treetops, and when the female lays her eggs, she seals herself inside the hollow, relying on her partner to bring food day after day. There's something ancient about them, sacred even. In Thai folklore, hornbills are symbols of fidelity and protection. Watching from the canopies, gliding low at dusk, they bring magic to the island, adding to its magnetic allure. So I just found the area where all the great hornbills hang out. Just behind me over here. There's so many of them, so cute, feeding each other. I think they might be mating season or something because they kind of were like doing little rituals. If only we knew what those rituals were. Anyway, that's hornbill tick off my list of things to do in Koh Ngai.
Okay, I take it back. The path at night time is pretty treacherous, a little bit scary. Thank God for my iPhone torch. So I've done pretty much all there is to do on Koh Ngai. Snorkeling, kayaking, nature, wildlife, relax. Tick. Today I'm heading over to Koh Muk and let's see what adventures we can have over there. Goodbye Koh Ngai Resort. When I see people getting angry about the ferries and boats being late and not directly on the scheduled time, it just makes me laugh. I mean, why would you be angry in a place like this? Yay, I get more time to enjoy it and relax. You're on holiday.
Koh Ngai doesn't ask for much. A slower pace, a little respect. Maybe a sunset beer with your feet in the sea. It's not trying to be the next big thing, and that's the point. Because not every place needs to be louder, faster, more. Some places are perfect just being quiet. And if you listen, really listen, you might just hear yourself again.
Wow.
Thanks for watching. If you like this little slice of island life, hit like, drop a comment, or subscribe if you haven't already. There's plenty more to come. Next stop, Koh Muk. See you there.